Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about something new, experimental, and I'm sure many of you have seen it. We'll see it in a while. And we got very excited about it. That's why we are here. We are sharing our research with you. With me is my colleague Kapil. Hi Kapil, how are you?
Hey Abhinav, I am good. How are you?
All good, all good. Ready to share what you have?
Sure, definitely.
Okay, perfect. So now I'm going into screen sharing mode, and the idea is to talk about PIP, Picture in Picture API, and again, anything and everything which we see, we get excited and we try to figure out a way of that into Salesforce. So this research is mostly around that only, and let me just go to the slides. So, as I already said, we are two of us in this presentation. I'm Abhinav, I'm founder of Concrete.io, and I will be mostly interviewing Kapil Chauhan, who is senior Salesforce consultant with Concrete, and he is the one who has done the R&D and he has created some use cases around PIP, which I'm sure will be very exciting. And this quote is something which is very perfect for this kind of research oriented presentation, that the future belongs to the one who believe in the beauty of dreams. We are trying to dream here, and let's see how do you like it. Very quickly, agenda, we'll see a very brief demo of PIP in web browser. We'll try to make sense of it in Salesforce. We're not sure how much sensible it will look like, but we have made an honest attempt and we will appreciate your feedback. And then we'll, in the last, after the demos, we will see the limitations, what we do. Before we go into the screen sharing mode and we show the demos, Kapil, what is PIP? Can you give a quick introduction?
Sure. So PIP is a sub window that floats at top of everything, and it was already there. Like whenever we see a video in our screen or we can see in audio files, they have minimize options, like you guys have seen in YouTube, and right now it is already trending because Google Meet is already using this, and it is also for non-Meet users. It is also there in Zoom. Similar concept, not exactly the web browser functionality, but in the Zoom, you guys also see when you are on the main screen, it is there. But when you switch the tab, a smaller window pops in your screen. So that is basically the introduction, picture in picture, which means there will be a major picture, but there is another picture like in bottom or it can be anywhere. So that's one part.
Okay. So basically, it lets you work freely, but keeping some key content on the top in a smaller size.
That's right.
Okay. Any features you want to quickly go over?
Yes. So basically, those are the features that we have. It's like a floating resizable window that stays top of everything, and it can be triggered as per our choice. But see, there is a like two different phases of this one. One is auto triggering, and another one is manual triggering. There are two types into them as well. One is media, and another one is non-media. So initially, the PIP was designed for media, and now we are leveraging it with non-media content.
Okay.
So
And
yeah,
mhm.
and it was like widely used for video subplaying, audio subplaying, meeting, etc. But we are moving ahead to see like how we can leverage this in our Salesforce org and other things. So yeah,
Perfect. So quickly iterating over the browser support. So seems what Chrome supports it in full, then Edge in full, Firefox is coming up or no, right? It's no.
no,
And Opera is there. All right. So again, we'll go ahead. It's not that important. So Kapil, now I'm stopping my screen sharing. What we will do is we'll see how people have seen the Google Meet. In case somebody have missed it, Kapil will give you a quick glimpse of how the Google Meet PIP look like. But we are assuming you have already seen. So I'm stopping my screen share. Over to you.
sure. So I am sharing my screen. Okay, it is
All
visible.
right.
Let me switch my tab. See, this is standard Google Meet. I am joining the meeting. So this is fine. Now if I go to another tab, you see this window. So this is what PIP is all about. A floating sub window that remains at top. I can switch the tabs. I can go anywhere, but it will still remain at the top. So
Right.
basic
And
introduction. Yeah.
and Google has done interesting thing here. They've put the key buttons like mute, video, hand raise, and disconnect visible. So they have made the good use of small real estate, and people can continue to work and do the things they want.
Yes, that is definitely right. But these are not the buttons which PIP provides. Basically, don't get confused with PIP is something else. It is just a window that you see on full screen. It is just the minimized version. Let me show you
Yeah.
one thing. If I stretch the window,
Responsiveness is there.
yes. So this is the same window which you see in the Meet, and this is the minimized version of that.
Okay. So those who are into responsive web development, good news for you. Maybe you can use your skills in PIP. Okay, I think we all know Google Meet, and those who didn't know Google Meet, now they have seen Google Meet PIP. So now
Yeah.
come back to our bread and butter. What we do and everything we do is around Salesforce. So what do you have, Kapil, for Salesforce?
Okay, for Salesforce, let me refresh this tab real quick.
Hmm.
Okay, so right now we are in Salesforce, as you guys can see, picture in picture camera demo, which means right now for this demo, we have the camera access. And so this is my camera. You can see me. Hey, okay. So I am accessing my camera. I am showing this in a window. Let me switch the tab. You can see me. Okay,
Okay,
so this.
this small window is what your Salesforce component. I'm assuming LWC, right?
Yes. So how I can get back to it is back on tab. It will take me to the origin of like that window.
Okay, so just for a quick recap to audience, you have placed LWC with PIP APIs integrated, the Chrome PIP APIs, and it is now just behaving like Google Meet. It's showing the camera.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, okay, very nice.
Okay. So only camera is required in the media content. Let me show you the permission, as you guys can see. So these are the permissions. So many guys are concerned about permission. I don't want to give the camera access. It is not required for everything, but it is only required for the media content, specifically camera accessible apps like video call, etc. Let me remove this permission so that we will be fine.
Okay, media content you means camera and audio.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so right now no camera is there, and if I switch the tab, it won't appear. Okay. So another demo is
So Kapil,
um,
1 second. So this means media goes auto PIP, right? That one went into PIP on its own when you opened the page. Am I correct here or?
yes, absolutely right. Right now, media content is only supported, like only media content is supported for auto PIP, which means whenever we refresh the page, automatically it opens in the main screen. But when you switch it automatically on switch of tab, it will be triggered, and we can decide that. That is on our hand. But we cannot auto trigger non-media content on switch of a tab.
Okay, got it. So I hope it helps to the audience. Like media content is video and primarily, and audio maybe. Like if you are an agent doing a video audio call, and that makes a lot of sense in PIP. But let's keep moving ahead. We have a lot to cover. Kapil, what next do you have?
Okay, let me give you a raw non-media example. That
Mm-hmm.
is moving ahead from media content. This is like end of what PIP was designed earlier for. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now we are moving ahead. I have standard summary information, a normal HTML code. I will click on enter PIP mode. This will be rendered in the PIP window. I can switch the tab. It will remain at top of everything. So pretty basic. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah. So now you will be confused like, okay, but what is the benefit of using like this? Because
Yeah, I
I
was
use
wondering that.
LWC, Aura, and etc. So, okay, for that, we cannot use PIP directly because it does not take the context of that. Because we have SLDS, we have everything. So it is like standalone. Okay, so we have other ways to do this. We can open an LWC component via URL with the URL renderable. That is new approach. We can open the LWC component via URL. So I have a sample for that.
So what happened here is you have launched a LWC, and in other one it was just a plain HTML component.
Yes. So
Okay,
one more thing, you can see the resizable. Okay.
okay.
So this is my standard LWC component to make the payments. So yeah, you can see it is opened by a URL.
Okay. But Kapil, this is coming a little crowded. It is bringing all the menu bar and headers and everything. Can we do something about it?
Yeah, I got you. Because this is, see, we don't have that much of space and we don't want that to be crowded. Okay, let me close this. We have another solution as Aura app because we can also access the Aura app by URL, but it does not require to have the Salesforce header. So I have a Aura app. And one more feature with the Aura app is we can embed many LWC Aura components as per our need. So this is a standalone different component. This is a different component. So yeah, this is using the static resource, fetching the resources, loading the calendar library, entering a calendar, inserting some events. So this is a standard example having Aura app with multiple components.
Okay, I think I will take a pause here. So you mean like in LWC nesting components is tricky, but in Aura you can nest components, especially for
Yes,
PIP, right?
yes. So what we are doing is we are having an Aura app, which means that is a standalone app which allows LWC to be rendered, and we can like use the component over there, and we can do whatever we want. Standard like normally what we do in this app and in different areas.
Okay, great. So we keep coming back to Aura. All right, this is nice. Again, I hope for audience this gives you a context on different things which we have explored with PIP. But let's keep moving. Kapil, what else do we have?
Okay, so these all are examples, and this is our journey, how we started, how we are like. So at this point, we are ready with all the tools. Now it's upon our creativity, like how more we can leverage this. So we have a scenario. Let's say we have a service executive who logs into the service console every day, and they want a list to be floating to the assigned, like for their assigned cases according to priority. So let me resize this so that it will be good for me. Okay. So when I log into the service console, I click on launch today's cases pop-up. Okay, let me open. So this is a table in which we have case number, priority, all the necessary fields, what is required according to our need. So we have case number, priority is highlighted according to high,
Color
medium, low.
coding. Yeah.
Yeah, state, copy link, open link. So we have copy link in case someone wants to email or send this case
Case link.
to
Yeah.
other user. And we have the open link as well. Let me click on open link.
Okay, in
So
case you are on some other tab, you want to go back to the case, so you can hit the open link.
yes. So you
Okay.
see, this is the same case 1039, 1039. Okay. Let me go to another tab. So I am on this tab. I'm not on that specific case. Let me add a comment. Hey, Abhinav, it's a high case. Let me save it. So I
Mm-hmm.
am on a different tab and I have like posted a comment onto this case. I'm gonna click on open.
Okay.
I was not on that tab like for this specific case. So you see, hey Abhinav, it's a high priority case. So it is from any tab. Like we can do multiple things. See, as a developer or as a user, we cannot remain on the same tab. We roam around. We see some files according to our need. We go to different tabs and
Yeah,
or what?
especially case agent when he's solving, he's researching on things, trying to find things.
Yeah. So for example, I'm not sure. I'm blank. Like what is the subject? I don't know. Let me copy this. Let me search it on Google. Okay. So this is the summary. Obviously, it is not recommended, but it gives a like brief idea of what we are dealing with, right?
Okay, so are you going to use Gemini to solve the case? Do you like Gemini?
Obviously, I cannot say anything wrong about any service. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, it's good. We have other options as well, GPT.
Okay.
Okay, so this is pretty much it. So we can pay, like we can add more fields according to our need. We have origin, we have these emojis to show the origin web, etc. And I mean, yeah, this is pretty much it. And you guys
So
can,
idea here is I think the service agent can research on Google and maybe they can drop a comment copying from Google, even if they are not on the case screen, right?
that's right.
Okay, very nice.
Okay. So, but with this, one thing is already like, so we can see this is a predefined component. Okay. We as a solution providers, we can create a solution. So, for example, we have also created a solution in which we can paste a URL and it will render any URL in PIP mode.
Okay, but what's the utility of that, like any use case?
Okay, so let me show you one thing. So you see my screen. We as a developer, we do a lot of development and
Mm, yeah,
no, like,
now it is looking like a developer's window. Okay.
right. Okay, so one thing, not every developer is having multiple desktop, multiple windows, or as you know, like we like working on split screen and etc. But this is more than that because it will not resize automatically when we switch the tabs, etc. Okay, so we have new feature local dev, which is there for LWC to do development. So let me run the local
So
dev.
what are you going to do? You are going to what? Create an LWC or what? What's the use case here?
Okay, so I have an existing LWC component and I am using local dev, which means whatever I do in the coding side, it will be rendered. Like the changes which I made will automatically reflected on my screen.
Okay.
So to do normal development, let me open a record. So you see this is local dev beta on and we have this server on. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so we have hello world. This is testing from my screen. Take a screenshot one. Let me remove this. Hello world. I am giving a demo. So see, I have made the changes in the code. I have to see it, then I have to switch the tab. Hello world, I am giving a demo. So what else we can do? We can either make the split screen, okay, but that will be
Mm-hmm.
fixed. I can, like when I switch the tab, it will be like according to the split screen setting of what app I am using. So what I can do is I can maybe copy the URL and paste it over here and render.
Okay. What is this box?
So this is the preview box. So I don't want it to be rendered directly. I want to show you the preview. So we have to enter the URL and when I click on render, then it will be rendered. And when I click on open PIP mode, so you see the whole screen is in the PIP mode. And let me minimize this and I'm on VS Code. I am giving a demo, then hello from the PIP window.
Okay,
Okay,
very
you see.
nice. So you don't need to switch tabs or switch windows. And probably this is not the use case Google could have imagined. So,
Yeah. And also, you see, normally this Explorer section, we always have that open, so we can place it, we can resize it, and we can open the file Explorer, we can move to any screen. And see, as a developer, we do hit and try a lot of times, and we don't want to switch the tabs. So we can design it over here and it will be rendered over here, and it's like that. We can do like a lot of things.
okay, great. This is an excellent demo. Do you have any more nuggets in your pocket for Salesforce?
No, I mean that's it from now. And if there is something like very amazing, then obviously you guys will know it soon.
Okay, very great. Thanks a lot, Kapil, for the demo. Now I'm just taking over the screen, and what you have seen is our like a sincere approach with a lot of excitements to explore the PIP API. We know it is not perfect, but as every web standard evolves over the time, we are also very optimistic that Salesforce is part of this Web3 consortium and different bodies. So this standard will evolve probably for different agents and different use cases who have calling and who have to chat. It will be a very fruitful thing. And going forward, let's talk about limitations in PIP. Again, Kapil, over to you. Uh,
Okay, so as you guys have seen, when I opened the camera, it was automatically in PIP mode when I switched the tab because that is a media content. So media content can be auto triggered on switch of a tab, but non-media content cannot be auto triggered on switch of a tab because this is how it is right now. But what I can assume is this can be due to the like spamming of the ads. So as a developer of a website, they can spam a lot of like the floating windows which you don't want and which is not good. So this is what I can assume of. But yeah, that is first limitation. And
mhm.
another one is for non-media, you need a click. That's another part. You cannot open a non-media like on connected callback, etc., as we do in LLOC. So you need a click to open a non-media content. And
Which
one
is
more thing,
probably good for some time also, but not every time. So mix a limitation and a good thing also.
yes, because what we have decided is we wanted to the service case demo which we showed. We wanted like whenever a service user logs in, they should like automatically see a floating window, but that was not allowed to us. So we switched to like click of a button. So it's like that. And one more thing that I don't say it is a limitation, but PIP is only restricted to count one, which means only one PIP will be active at a time.
Active at a time.
So even when you are Meet and you go to a different PIP window, then Meet will be disappeared or vice versa.
Right. That will be too much of multitasking. So probably they kept it human to avoid too much pictures and pictures. But yeah, valid point. I'm just switching over to next slide. There are some browser restrictions also. Do you want to quickly give a run
Yes.
through?
So
Mhm.
browser restrictions, it's nothing new, but as you know, like a feature is developed by Chrome, it takes time for other browsers to adapt. So we have shown the availability of this feature in different browsers in previous tabs. So it's like that. It is not broadly available right now, but it will be soon if it is going to be like working fine.
Perfect, perfect. So with that being said, thank you, Kapil. And if you have questions and comments, please drop in the video or social channel wherever you are seeing this video. These are some references which we got, and we'll share it with you. And hope you will like it. And that's all we have. I hope you have liked it. Thanks again, Kapil, and thanks for watching.
Thank you, everyone.